Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to all my new subscribers. I've gained many new subscribers lately and I'm very grateful you're here and you want to join me in my journey of junk journaling. As I've mentioned before, I'm relatively new to the junk journal world, and in this channel I like to share my journey as a way to document what I'm learning about junk journals and also to show you the junk journals that I'm working on. So a few videos ago, I don't know how long it's been, I showed you this mini journal, which was my first attempt at making something relatively close to a Shabby Chic style, where I used pastel colors and lace, and I used some journal jewelry, and I really enjoyed this process. I thought it was really fun to incorporate lace. This was the first time I was adding any sort of fabric to my journals, so I really enjoyed the process, and I decided to make a bigger version of this one, which is this one. So I'll show if you can compare the sizes. So today I want to do a flip through, oops, trying to put that away, of this big journal. So let's get started. So first of all, I made this journal mostly out of trash, as that's my signature style, I guess, for now. I did use new paper, like the paper that it's in the cover. This is it's from a pad from recollection paper from Michael's. The pad, it's called Oxford Garden. It's really nice. It's a really beautiful paper. So that's the new paper I have. That's not secondhand paper. And I used some of the cutouts from that paper pad, like this one. And I also used some stickers and washi tape, and that's all the material that it's bought new. All the rest is secondhand. I bought it secondhand, or it's actually trash, like the cover. I made the cover with a popsicle box that I thought it would look more rectangular, but after cutting the tabs, it's actually more of a square. So if I want to show you the measurements in inches, I'm trying to learn inches. What is this, like 5 3/4 by 6 inches? So it's almost a square. My spine, it's pretty big, is 2 1/4. And this journal has 5 signatures. Each signature has 8 sheets of paper. So that would be 8 times 4 times 5. It's a lot of pages. I didn't do the math with this. So you can calculate that. And I made this dangles charm thing with old beads that I've had. I think most of these beads, if not all of them, I bought them secondhand as well. So they're not new. And the lace, the ribbons are also secondhand. I buy them at a thrift store called Creative Reuse, where I can get a lot of craft supplies that are secondhand, and it's a great way to reuse stuff. So my closure for this journal is a piece of ribbon that I put through the sewing of my signatures, and let's see what's inside. Oh, sorry, for the cover I put a doily and some die-cut flowers that I also bought secondhand, a paper flower that I've had for a long time, some lace, and I also added some book corners. I guess the book corners, I bought them new, but yeah, so those are new. So inside, I didn't cover the back of the cover with paper. I wanted it to give a more rustic look to this, but now looking back, maybe I should have covered it. I think it just gives a little bit more strength to my cover if I would have added another layer of paper. But so far so good. This journal is working, and I have a pocket here where I have my signature card that says this journal belongs to. I wrote this and then I put some stickers, and I used one of the cutouts from the paper pad to make this journaling card, and then I put some lace in there that it's actually sewn into the card. And I used a lot of sewing in this journal, but I'm still not good at sewing, so it's not great. But I like what it adds. And I made this writing board. This is a very thick cardboard. I think it was the cover of a book or something like that. And I covered it with the same paper that I used for the cover. And this is gonna be great because this is mostly writing journal, so it has a lot of space to write, but it's also a very chunky, so it's getting hard to work on a flat surface. So you can use this to have a flat surface to be able to write, and also looks nice in there. So I have a doily. I think all my signatures start with a doily or something similar to a doily, so I'll show you that. And then I have this special paper that I keep calling special. I don't know what it is. I also bought it secondhand. It has a nice texture. It's kind of see-through, but not see-through, and it's a cream color. This is music paper that it's actually a scrapbook paper. This is some coffee dye paper that I added lace at the edge of the paper. Some coffee dye graph paper that I sewn there. And this is also a pocket on the other side. And here I have a journaling card. This journaling card, I made it with a piece of a magazine page that I found at this store as well. And it's really nice. And to decorate some of my pockets, I did these paper ruffles. So you're gonna see these paper ruffles in many places. So a map. This page right here, it's from American Crafts magazine from 1978. And it's a beautiful picture of a grandma, if you can see, and a little girl, and they are, I don't know what they're doing. They're crafting, I think, and they have a plate of fresh strawberries next to them. I really like that. So this is an old magazine, and some of the pages were actually falling apart and breaking, but this one is good, so I didn't have to do anything extra to it. I'll show you what I've done to other pages that were breaking. And on the other side, it had this nice lace tablecloth that I thought it would go nice with the whole, lace theme and pastel colors of this journal. Again, I was trying to do a Shabby Chic style, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I get it. This is a page from my book of painting that I keep showing. I'm not going to show it today. You can see my other videos where I use a lot of this pages from this book to create different things. Actually, I'm going to show a lot of the journaling cards that I've made on those other videos using that book. But this is a page of the book that I put in there. I really like the colors in here. They're pastel colors, and there is lace everywhere and flowers, so that was kind of the theme, and raffles. And there is a pocket here, and this one has this journaling card that we made in a video with a picture of these little girls. And I added some ephemera paper. More of the, this is the other side of that picture with the grandma and the tablecloth, or it's a bedding. Now I don't know what it is. It's some sort of cloth. And this is another paper raffle. S is for summer. The other side of the map. And this is the other pocket with the graph paper. And I have here a tag. This tag I also made in a video where I show how I modify magazine pages. So I thought it would look nice here. And then this journaling card that I made with another image from that painting book that I keep talking about. This is a cluster from my cluster videos, and I actually don't remember if I made that on camera or afterwards. And so I used a lot of those clusters to decorate some of the pages, and this one I made it into a tag spot. So I put here a die cut and a piece of ephemera paper. So I make my journals, at least this one, they are writing journals, so there is a lot of space for writing, but I like to put little things like this or stickers so that the person who gets this journal can use this to decorate pages. Like this one can look very pretty here, but I want to leave that to the person who will be the owner of this journal. I don't know who will be the owner of this journal. So all my previous, oh, did I mention this is the 6th journal I've made? So I've only made 6 journals so far. 3 of those journals were very specific. My first one was my blue journal, that it's mine. That's my personal journal. And the next 2 I made, they were very specifically made for 2 of my friends. And then I made the Pittsburgh journal and the small Shabby Chic journal. Those, I just made them to explore a different idea or a different style. And then I made this one as a continuation from the mini Shabby Chic journal. So those last 3 journals I've made don't have an owner. So it's different to me when I make a journal thinking of someone, because I like to put things that person would like. Then when I'm just making a journal and I'm trying to imagine who would get this journal, and it's challenging for me to add the decorations and things like that, because I don't know who's gonna use this journal. But when I have that challenge, I try to think, what do I like? So how would I use this journal myself? Because if I don't give this journal to anyone, it would be mine eventually. So that's how I make my journals. That's my thought process. If you care, maybe you don't care. This is the other music paper, and I put some more paper raffle in there. That special paper, and this is the end of the first signature. Oh, I guess the second signature doesn't start with a doily, but it starts with a faux coffee type paper. And then this pink paper that it's something that I actually made with my son, is food coloring. I have a coloring book page, and I put one of the clusters here to decorate that page, but it still has plenty of writing. And you could actually write in between the flowers here. So as I said, this is a writing journal. Here I have a coffee dyed paper that I did some sewing, and I put some things in here in this pocket. So I have these stickers, a journaling tag that I made a while ago with folded magazine pages, so there is no cardboard here. This is just folded magazine pages. And some coffee dye paper to add something different, more writing space. This is another page from that American Crafts magazine. I think it's the other part that has the, what I called, it is a tablecloth. I don't know what it is, but that part. And then there, it has this nice bouquet or vase with white flowers, and I thought, oh, that would look great. But this page was actually falling apart, was breaking up all through the edges. So I covered it with washi tape. I also put washi tape in the middle so that the sewing wouldn't destroy the page. And because it needed some more support, I made a pocket here. I really like this pocket using a picture from that painting book. And here I have a hidden journaling card. I think I've shown this before also when I made the journaling cards using images from that book. And I really like it. More coffee dye paper. So I have a lot of coffee dye paper that it's more like splashes of paper. So what I do is that I'm a very clumsy person. I tend to make messes when I drink coffee. So if that happens, I just go and grab a piece of copy paper and I put it on my counter so that it will absorb the paper instead of using a paper towel. And then I get some interesting looking coffee dye paper. So that's what it is. Then I did this maybe I won't repeat in another journal. So I was trying to sew a piece of ribbon, as you can see here, but it didn't look right. Plus my machine started doing crazy things, and then I got this mess there. But because this is not a perfect journal, I left it in there because, I don't know, it adds some character. Also, all my sewing, I've been doing it with gold thread. I think I want to experiment with the black thread, but I'm kind of afraid because if it's not perfect, if it's like a light color, it doesn't look so bad. We'll see. I have here more of that graph paper that is also coffee dyed. And I have this pattern pages that I got from another craft magazine. This is very old, also from the 70s, but the paper is in great condition, and it's like cross-stitch patterns. And I left this page, I cut it on the sides, but I left the width of this page, which is the length here. So because I really like, I don't know if you can see, all those tiny objects in there, I thought, you know, whoever gets this page can actually cut this, fussy cut them or cut them in square or circles and use those images to decorate the journal. So look at that, there are fruits in here. So this is the middle of the second signature. And that's what I have. You can also make this in 2 pockets, but I didn't want to, you know, like I really like that watering thing. I didn't want to hide all of these nice objects. So it's up to whoever gets this, what to do. Then we have spring, summer in there. This is a pocket we did together in a video. This is a piece of a picture of that book, painting book, that I covered in coffee filter, in a used coffee filter. And I made this tag spot, and then I added this circle that I punched out from magazines and that book. I think these are 2 from a magazine. So I'm gonna link that video in the description box, where I do a lot of the things that are in this journal. Also, I'm gonna link the one where I make the clusters. This is the other side of that magazine page. It still has that tablecloth. So it was also falling apart. So what I did was to use a lot of washi tape to kind of cover it. And then I made this pocket using a coffee dyed page. I stamped bonjour in there, and I made this, and I put this tag. This tag is also made with folded magazine pages. So no cardstock in here. This is just folded magazine pages. Oh, and this one, it's another circle that I punched out from that painting book, and I put some die cuts in there. I really like that. I really like this page. I have some favorite pages. Actually, I think the whole, this is the other side of that page. I like that a lot. So then we have another pocket here with coffee dye paper where I put ephemera paper and stickers. And I made this pocket with one of the clusters I made. And I put some stickers in there. I really like this cluster had lace. So I tried to use that lace to kind of to be at the edge of the page. And this is the end of the second signature, and we start the third signature, which I also didn't start with a doily. But I did start it with this coffee dyed paper that I did some stenciling in. But then this is what I was thinking about. So when I didn't use a doily, I tried to use some sort of transparent paper of sorts. This is actually from a chocolate box. It's the paper that covered the chocolate, and it's really nice. It has a really nice texture, and you can also make little baggies with this. It would look great. Some scrapbook paper, and this signature has a lot of writing spaces that I had originally left completely blank, except from the lace that I put at the edges. But then I went and I put some of my clusters to decorate because, I don't know, I wanted to make a mostly writing journal, but also if a page is too naked, it feels like it needs something. So I put some clusters. When I dyed this coffee, I put this doily on top. And I wanted to create a nice impression. Oops. But it doesn't look, I don't know if you can see it. It's not a great impression. I need to work more on that, on creating impressions with doilies. More coffee dyed paper. This is gonna be more of the same. This is a page from a magazine that I get from my local botanical gardens. And this bag I made with a little wax paper that I've stamped. And in here I put a lot of cutouts from circles and a little bit of, I don't know, what is this? I made it in a tag kind of shape, but it has pictures on the both sides. These are from that painting book. There's another circle in there. And so my idea is that whoever gets this, they can use the circles, to decorate, to even use them as writing spots if possible. Open to the imagination. This is coloring book page that I coffee dyed. And another cluster. This one, it's a better work with the stenciling. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to see. But not great. So this one, I think this is the only one that doesn't have anything. I left it blank, plain completely. This, I think we put these circles here together when I cut them out from a man's shirt. So you wouldn't know that this is, if you don't watch the video, these two circles there that have a floral pattern, those were a man's shirt, because you can find nice paper everywhere. Another cluster. And here I made another pocket with an image from that painting book. And I put another journaling tag. And oh, I think this is a better stenciling job here. That looks much better. I need to get big stencils so I can cover the whole page, because these are my smaller stencils and they don't cover the whole page. But I would like to do more stenciling whenever I do more coffee time. The butterfly paper. And we finished the third. Is this the third? I think this is the third signature. So here, instead of a doily, what I'm using is a used coffee filter paper. So basically, I made coffee. I washed the filter after coffee was done, and I let it dry, and it's coffee dyed without having to dye it. It has nice texture and it's fun. So I tried to make some borders here, but this paper is too thin for my border punch, so it's very messy. More of that pattern paper. Look at this. These are beautiful. Coffee dye paper. And this was an envelope that I decontrusted, and I was gonna leave it as just the flap of the envelope, but then I said, I can add a piece of paper here. So I use washi tape to add this piece of paper just to have extra writing space. And then I made this belly band, and I put this tag. I made this tag with some of my scraps that I've been using for my other projects directly onto a cardboard piece from a box. And it looks really nice, I think. And then in here, I left this open to be a little pocket. So I put some ephemera paper and stickers. So there is more writing space here. You can also write on the back of this, obviously. This I'll show you later, but this piece that I use for the belly band. It's from a greeting card. I'll show you the other piece on the other side. I think it's on the other side of this. So I have more of that special paper. This is a book page that I found at that thrift store. They have a section where they have loose stuff. So it was a loose book page. And I really liked it, so it's in there. And this is my envelope that I made with scraps that I showed you. I didn't make this on a video, but I showed this envelope in my video where I make my other pocket with the window envelope. And I made this journaling card with a greeting card. So it was I bought this greeting card secondhand also, and it had this nice floral, and I covered the back where there was the writing or the sentiments. I covered it with a piece of coffee dyed paper and stamped on it. It's really nice. This is really nice cardstock. Greeting cards have nice cardstock, and you can use them. And so I put it in there. And then the other side has another pocket, and this is one of those journaling card made with an image from the book. And this one also, this one we made together, I think. Maybe that other one also, but this one, yes, definitely we made it together. And this is another page from that book, the middle of my signature. This is a journaling card of sorts that I made with a tissue box. So this is the circle part of the opening. It's not the circle, it's a novel. The opening of the tissue box. I'll show you. What here? So this, I took that and I covered it with scraps of papers. I think I made this long ago, and then I put some stickers on top. And I cut out this little girl from that pattern paper, and I didn't know what to do with her. I really like it, so I just leave it in there for the owner to decide what to do. You know, it could be like a tax spot. It would be nice. And another pocket made of coffee type paper. I think I showed you this in one of my videos. I think I showed you this one in the video where I made the journaling cards. This is an image from that book that it's covered in napkin, and then I painted on top of the napkin. And it has that kind of rusty effect. So stickers and some letters, ephemera. This is the other side of that book page, and I put a cluster in there, more of the special paper. And this is the other side of my deconstructed envelope. And so this is a writing space. This is what I wanted to do, like a lot of writing space here. And I put some coffee dye paper that I stamped. And this is a leftover piece from that greeting card. So you can write there too. And it kind of goes with that envelope. This envelope is from another greeting card, but it's in the same colors. And this is the side, the front side of the envelope, which is really pretty. More coffee dyed paper, and then we keep going. And this is the end of the fourth signature. And then, is that right? I think so. I think this is the last one. So again, I didn't start with this doily. Coffee dye paper. This is a fall coffee dye paper. Another piece of that American Crafts magazine that I covered. This one was also falling apart. So what I did is that I covered it with paper. So if you have an image that you really like, but the paper, it's very flimsy, or in this case, it's very old and it's falling apart, you can always cover the other side with a writing paper. So you have some writing space. In this case, I have a pocket, and I have this journaling card here that we made together. Another journaling card and a piece of ephemera paper. My pink dyed paper. This is another page from that book. I really like this page. More coffee dyed paper, map. I really like this map because the coloring, it's pastel colors. So I thought it would go really good. I don't even know if you can see all the details. This is another pocket that I made with a window envelope. This is a bigger window. And I used a lot of washi tape here. I don't like it as much as I like the other ones. And I made a cluster to decorate it. And I used one of the cutouts from the paper pad that I decorated further to make a tag. And I left another pocket here for this other journaling card. More of that pattern paper in the middle of my signature. These are so cute, so cute. Map paper. This, I think we also did this together. Those circles that are from that man's shirt. And we're getting to the end of my last signature. Oh, this one I really love. I love this journaling card. It's so beautiful. It's so simple. I just put some coffee dye paper and some lace. And I love how it goes in this page with all the colorings. That paper ruffle made with music paper looks really nice. And this is the back. That is that magazine. You can see here where the magazine was breaking into pieces. So I was able to stop that. And that's the last. And at the end, I have another journaling card made with a cutout. of the paper, of that paper pad. And what I do to make it, well, this is very white here, but I did ink the edges. I could have inked farther in the back, but that's fine. And so that's it. That's my 6th journal. The things I learned with this journal is that I don't know if I like the square shape. I think I could have cut it a little bit here so that it wasn't a square. It's kind of tricky with the square, how the weight distribution works, but it was fun to make. It took me a long time to finish all of the things that I wanted to put inside, and honestly, I feel like I can keep adding things, but this is already very big, so I don't know if I want to keep adding things. I really like the charms. So yeah, that's my latest journal. I hope you enjoy this flip through, and I hope I see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.